Hey, what's up? Yeah, it's been a while. I'm actually gonna do a anime introduction video, and this one's gonna pretty much be on the Aesthetica of a Rogue Hero. This is the complete series, and as you can see, it's the super amazing value edition. Save. Yeah, but other than that, I picked this up over at Best Buy, and it was cheap. I wasn't really expecting much of it. I was bored, and it was right there, and thought, why not give it a chance? Now, as you guys can see, this is the back of it. Try and get it closer without the glare. It's really late at night, so there we go. That should look really good. And yeah, so far this anime, I'm gonna have to admit, is actually really, really, really good. It's really funny actually. This caught me off guard. I was very surprised. Now, even though it looked like it's a single disc case, it actually has two discs. This disc is the first disc, which goes from episodes 1 through 7, and this is the second one that goes from episode 8 to 12. It's a 12 episode series, but overall, it's not bad. Like I said, I very, very muchly was entertained by this. Now, Aesthetica is the main heroine of this story, but the thing what's cool about him is, in this normal world, he's basically a regular guy. It's just that he's also really good at magic. He has power, but in the real world, it's like, it's not really that, of importance. He's just a regular human, pretty much. However, when he goes to other worlds, that's where he's kind of like, he's OP. He's very overpowered. He's like a hero, pretty much. He goes to different worlds where he's a hero. And this pretty much follows the story where he pretty much defeated the Demon Lord. Now, what's interesting was, before he finished off the Demon Lord was like, pretty much made him take an oath. He was like, okay, check this out. A lot of people before you had came in front of me trying to take me out, and of course I destroyed them. However, I can honestly see now that you're actually a strong foe, and with that, out of respect, I would like you to carry out a promise for me. And that's when Aesthetica was like, okay, whatever, what is it? It's like you can really tell, it's like, he's not that interested. So when the Demon Lord was like, I want you to be the caretaker of my daughter. I want you to be her protector. I want you to pretty much be responsible for everything for my daughter. Now, Aesthetica, the first thought he had was, oh, well, you're a Demon Lord, and you have your daughter, who's basically a princess. She must be ugly as fuck. Like, that was the first thought. And right before he was about to deny it, he turns around, and that's when he sees Mew. And this, obviously by looking at her, she definitely not what he thought, and he instantly was like, yes, totally gonna do that. So, because he took that promise oath, he's now like, her caretaker, so to speak. Now, here's the thing though. The world that they were in, where he defeated the Demon Lord, even though he defeated the Demon Lord, everybody was happy in that world, and they're like, yay, peace reigns, we're saved, all this and everything else. Because she's the princess, they see her as still an enemy. They feel that she has to be taken out, she has to be dead. And that's where he kind of felt bad, because even though she is the daughter of the Demon Lord, she's actually quite innocent compared to her father. So he notices that, and he was like, you know what? That's kind of like an unfair judgment call. So in a way, he kidnapped her from her own world to go into the human world where he resides in. Now, the best way to describe this anime is, it's like you're playing a JRPG video game. Aesthetica was pretty much at level 50 or maybe a little higher, and Mew is at level 1. You know that part where it's like you've been playing halfway through the game, you just been rewarded this party member, and the problem is because everybody's so up high, this party member got the lowest stats, which means you gotta build her up. But the suck part is that you can't really use her that much because her attacks, her spells, and all that stuff is kind of weak. However, you do know that she's very important. She's very essential to the whole story, to the team. So that's why it's like you have to build her up. So that's one of the reasons why he took her into his world. Now, in his world, they have a magic guild. Now, remember, that's his motif. He's a good hand-to-hand fighter. He's not the greatest at magic, but some of the magic he has is fucking awesome. It's really funny. That's what makes this whole thing funny. Because I'm just gonna flat out say it. He's a pervert. And I love him for it. That's where the comedy shines. See, yes, guys, we are pervert. Yes, women, they are pervert too. Your pets are pervert. Your dog, your cat, your snake, your bird, all of them. Everything is a pervert. But what excel about this is that it's not done tastelessly. It wasn't like, it's not a hentai. Definitely not. It's so funny because the adult humor in there is very strongly suggestive. And it do have some fan service. But the golden thing about this is the story. The action, it has real good action, but the comedy is priceless. It's very memorable. Now, when I say it's suggestive, here, let me pop these discs out so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Check out the inside. Yeah, I'm willing to bet the first thing you guys are looking at is not here. It's immediately her, Mew. Yeah, I'm gonna let y'all, just go ahead, sink it in, soak it all up. Enjoy it. Hope you have a good time going to bed tonight. But it's suggestive, but it's not a hentai. But like I said, it's very comical. The best way I can describe it is, think of, what's a good thing to compare? Alright, think of Slayers, except it has more comedy and more adult humor with a bit of Tenchi Muyo stuff going on. That's the best way I can describe it. It's like a combination of that. Now, as you can see, they do have other characters, and each character excel at their own magic and their powers and their ability. Just like Hit, when he goes to Other World, how I already mentioned, he's kind of OP. Now, the thing about her is, she's the Demon Lord's daughter. She's a princess, but nobody else knows that. They're not supposed to know it. But when she gets pissed, yeah, you can really see her powers actually has some oomph to it. But other than that, while she's in her innocent phase, she's like at level 1, so to speak. Now, there's more to this than at what I'm leading on, but all I'm going to say is I highly recommend you guys check this out. If you're looking for something that's funny, it has great rewatch value. I mean, replay value, whatever you want to look at it as. There are characters in there that is memorable. Now, I will admit, they do follow some anime tropes that you've seen before in other animes, and there are some dialogue where you probably gonna have heard it before from other animes, but overall, it's still entertaining. Yes, it's only 12 episodes. For some people, that's short. Other people, that's alright. To me, I enjoyed every moment of it. It's really good. None of them were filler, which was a plus. Like a big 2 thumbs up on that one. There were no fillers. And it's just, overall, I really enjoyed this anime. And I was actually surprised because like I said, I saw this and I wasn't really that interested, but it was cheap and I was bored and I was like, you know what, why not? I picked it up, bought it, and I'm really happy. Now, the only thing is now, because I just, I did no research or anything about this Aesthetica of Rogue Hero, they seem to hint a lot like as if there was an anime series of this before this, and they definitely left it opening for like another series up, following this volume. And I'm really hoping there is more, whether it's before this or after, because each character you will have some sort of connection with. You will enjoy the camaraderie that everyone has. Like, there is some stuff in here that is just, you'll look at it, you'll question, did you really see that? Then you'll rewind it just to look at it again and just bust out laughing. It's, like I said, it's one of those, the art style, I'm not gonna say too much about it. It's your normal, something that if you're used to seeing this type of art style, then you're used to seeing it everything else. The subtitles, readable. The English dub is good. The Japanese dub is great. It's everything follows through. It's not one of those animes where if you have the subtitles on and the English dub on, it's gonna have two, like the actual voice actor saying a sentence that doesn't match what the subtitle says. Everything follows smoothly, but at the same time, I really enjoy this, and I would highly recommend anybody checking this out. If you find this Aesthetica, Aesthetica of a Rogue Hero, the complete series, definitely check it out. I really enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. And like I said, I mean, one of the golden key features of this is pretty much the relationship between these two, but overall his interaction with everybody else, especially the way he uses powers, it is glorious. That's all I can say. You definitely got to check it out, and I do hope there's more. If I find anything else, I'll obviously put it down in the description, but other than that, definitely check this out, Aesthetica of a Rogue Hero, the complete series. And just so to make sure you guys are reminded, it is not a hentai, but there are strong suggestive adult themes in there. Alright then, later.